1 month passed with quietness. And the result is quite satisfactory for Jungkook. Taehyung is caring for him. What else does he need? In this 1 month he witnessed one thing: Seokjin's quietness and Namjoon's heartache. Namjoon's eyes on Seokjin is a crystal clear tale of pain and ache. He tried to find out about it but he got nothing. Like usual he was busy enjoying the cartoon playing on the TV. He was so lost that he didn't notice someone sitting beside him. "Little one, did you eat anything?" Namjoon asked, patting Jungkook's head while Jungkook smiled at him showing his bunny teeth. "Yes Hyungi, you are so lucky you have such a pretty husband, on top of that he is a superman. He takes care of the house then the office." Jungkook said deliberately, knowing the tension between the couple. He wants them to reconcile because he loves his Jinny so much. In this month he made a great bond with Seokjin. Seokjin treats him like a baby. Give him motherly love, scold him with some words which are latched with love and patience. Take care of him like he is any prince, and most importantly talk with him as both are of the same age. The pain in his Jinny's eyes is troubling him so much. "I am indeed lucky." Jungkook on the other hand, he is indeed unlucky. Namjoon said while his voice trembled. Jungkook noted down those aggrieved words and smiled sweetly at Namjoon, who also smiled at him. Who have the heart to not smile at the ball of sunshine? Who won't be lucky after having you? Did you see yourself? So tall, so handsome, and literally a Greek god, and also so amazing at business. Like no one can move ahead of you. I am sure Jinny also considers himself lucky. Jungkook smiled more when Namjoon just left a dry chuckle. The pain in his eyes crystal clear. Jungkook wanted to take them away but he could do nothing. Taehyung walked inside and witnessed the scene where his baby husband is talking with his hung. He faked a cough, gaining their attention while Jungkook smiled and ran to his husband and hugged him like a koala. "You will fall," Taehyung said, holding the chubby baby in his arms protectively. Jungkook nuzzles his face in Taehyung's neck while tightening his legs' grip on Taehyung's torso. "No, I won't fall. Hubby is here to catch Cookie." Jungkook's voice filled with enthusiasm as he said this. Taehyung didn't say anything, just kept his gaze on his baby husband. "Hubby, didn't you bring the burger and roasted sweet potatoes?" Jungkook asked with sparkling eyes which were dimmed off by Taehyung's shaking head. He made a crying face which seems more cute to not coo. "Why, you know that shop is famous for burgers and roasted sweet potatoes. I wanted them." Baby also asking for it. "Tell the baby that street food is not healthy. The baby will understand," Taehyung said and started walking away holding his koala panda safely. Jungkook screamed at the top of his lungs while Namjoon held his ear but Taehyung didn't even flinch. "You are bad. Leave me, you had hubby. I will ask Gummy Hung to bring them for me. He will give me what I asked for." Jungkook thrashed Taehyung's arms while Taehyung said nothing before reaching their room. He made Jungkook sit on the bed and forward his hand. Jungkook glanced at the box. The handmade sweet is also his favorite. Actually he loves every kind of food. Nothing is unimportant to him. The important part is they all are food. He snatched the box and opened it. Before his chubby fingers could touch the heavenly sweet, one demon stopped it cruelly. He looks at his demon husband who just sighs. "Now what happened? You didn't even bring what I wanted. Now you don't even want me to eat this." Jungkook complained with sadness that he had the power to break the unbreakable man Kim Taehyung. Taehyung said nothing. He just disappeared into the bathroom and walked outside holding a bowl and hand wash with a dry towel hanging on his shoulder and a mug filled with water. He slowly takes Jungkook's soft hands and pour hand wash, caressing the sloppy thing gently as if the liquid is gonna harm Jungkook's baby skin. After applying them properly he rubs slowly and later wash them. Jungkook carefully notices each small action without opening his unopenable mouth. Taehyung dried his hands with the towel then left with the material he came with. Jungkook takes out the sweet and inhales the smell, feeling happy after a decade. He started chewing the mochi while moaning at the mouth-watering taste. Taehyung walks inside the bedroom in his casual wear only to witness his baby husband enjoying the sweet. "Hubby, just wait a bit. I know I am fat. After the baby is born I will work hard to be slim," Jungkook said while swinging his legs, taking out another mochi from the packet while Taehyung glanced at him. "Who said you were fat?" Taehyung asked suddenly while Jungkook flinched and glared at him. If this was anyone other than Kim Jungkook then surely he or she would be laying in the grave. "No one says this. Don't I have eyes? I can see clearly where I am lacking," Jungkook said with a pout while looking at Taehyung's direction as he adjusted his wet hair. "You are not lacking. You are perfect at everything. And no need to be slim if you want to do it for someone other than you. But if you want it for you then surely you can do it." Taehyung gave a long lecture. Nowadays he talks a lot. A lot actually. What to do? His baby husband won't stop talking, nor does Taehyung can help his tongue. I want to do it for you. And I will surely do it. Jungkook said with determination. His face is showing his insider thoughts while Taehyung can only bring one thing which can stop Jungkook for this sudden madness. Okay, then I will arrange to boil veggies for you. Taehyung smirks knowing coming next. And surely a loud scream with no word rings in his eardrums. I am happy with my body. Jungkook said with a pout while Taehyung just looked at him as Jungkook was looking like a baby while munching the food with a cute pout. You should be, Taehyung said and laid down on his usual spot when Jungkook looked at him. After a moment Taehyung feels something is poking his lips. He opened his eyes only to watch a mochi held by Jungkook. Raven doesn't want to take a bite. He wants to scream at the amber and says how much he despises sweets. How much sweetness bruised his heart, but he can do nothing. Not in front of the tiny human sitting in front of him. He sat on the bed. Without his will he took the mochi and chewed it with difficulties. How his throat hurts while gulping down the piece, but he couldn't decline. There isn't any explanation for his deed, he just couldn't. That's the only explanation. Isn't it tasty? You shouldn't eat more sweets as you will look like Hulk. Still sharing is caring. Jungkook keeps talking while Taehyung just sighs looking at his chatterbox. Won't you eat dinner? Will you sleep now? Taehyung glanced at the clock where only 7:15 is showing. He closed his eyes and kept his hand on his forehead. Jungkook glanced at Taehyung, who was all quiet. He poked his finger on Raven's cheeks, who removed the hand and looked at him. Are you feeling unwell, hubby? Jungkook asked with a tiny voice. Worryingly latches each word he speaks while Taehyung keeps his gaze on Jungkook's face. Jungkook pouted and looked down. The sadness doesn't suit the face. Raven's heart twisted watching the cute little boy lowering his head just because he didn't answer. This boy is dangerous for Kim Taehyung, who is built with hate. Who burned himself in the hellfire of hate and negligence just to be the one he is now. But this sweet little boy is crumbling the empire of hate. Breaking the shield of protectiveness from love. Just a bit tired. Taehyung's voice comes out shallow. He didn't intend to, but it was unintentional. Take rest, okay? I will massage your head. Once I massaged Jim. Don't know why he scolded me and never let me massage him. But I will give you a massage. I am the best massacre you know. Jungkook said and pressed his hand on Taehyung's forehead. The massage session was not so easy for Taehyung. He can feel the pain a bit too much now. Now he knows why Jimin didn't let the bunny boy massage him for another time. But he didn't say anything to the excited boy who was looking at him with a smile. He just patted his head gently. Namjoon enters the cold room with a smile. Jungkook is really a happy pill who always gives him a slight relief. He witnessed Seokjin typing silently on his laptop. The pain in his heart again arose. Again the reality slapped him hard. He smiled and approached Seokjin, who looked away after watching his husband approaching him. Namjoon couldn't hide the pain in his chest. He crouched down in front of the man holding his chest area hardly. His entire body was shivering due to pain. Please, please forgive me. This pain is killing me. Please Jinny, I am ready for everything. Namjoon pleaded like every day he did. Today is no different also. Namjoon again kneels on the ground asking forgiveness from the man who can't forgive him. Please stop this. Every day the same thing is suffocating. Seokjin said those with a venomous tone. His eyes showed so many emotions which hurt Namjoon the most. Please understand, there was a reason. I didn't kill your mother without any reason. Namjoon said with a trembling voice. His entire body was shaking in pain. What reason, Namjoon? What is the reason? Seokjin asked while Namjoon lowered his gaze. But before he can say, Seokjin stopped him with a sharp voice. No matter what the reason was. The truth is, my mother died. I lost her and you are the reason. You even hide it so perfectly. Thanks to your father who showed me the proof. And you know what is ironic is that I didn't trust a pile of proof, but you accept the accusations like it's nothing. Like it won't hurt me. Give me divorce please. Now please let me go. No, no, no. Please no. Okay, listen to me. Please don't ask divorce. You know I will die without you. Please don't do this. Namjoon pleaded desperately while clutching the suit. His face was soaked with tears while Seokjin left without a word. Namjoon just looked down, shedding his tears with heart-wrenching sobs. He can't control the pain anymore. Only a few sentences left from his mouth. I didn't kill her, Jinny. I have my reason to hide. I don't want you to hate everyone more than you do now. You will hate her more after knowing the truth. Namjoon said and again drowned in the moment where they were happy. where they were together without any obstacle. Now everything is painful between them. All they can witness is pain and Namjoon's stubbornness of not divorcing Seokjin. After a few minutes, Seokjin walks inside the room holding a file while Namjoon looks at him. He stands up and is ready to leave from there, but Seokjin holds his wrist. Here is the divorce paper. Sign it now. Seokjin forward the file. Namjoon knows what is inside the file. The file is his worst nightmare dressed in a white paper with black ink. Jinny, no, please, don't do this to me. Don't end us like this. Namjoon said and snatched away the file. He took out those papers desperately and tore them apart. Seokjin looked at him with disdain. He wants to end this cursed relationship which is grounding in his mother's dead body. He doesn't want to see the man in front of him. He doesn't want to give himself peace because still now his heart beats for the man who killed his own mother. Don't act pathetic, Namjoon. It doesn't suit you. If you really loved me, you would have told me the truth instead of building our marriage on lies. You would have considered my feelings before taking away my mother's life. You didn't think twice before unalive her. Taehyung didn't think twice before killing him. And look at me, so pathetic. I am just a curse who still cares about you both. Seokjin screamed loudly. His tears flow freely. He wiped them harshly as he felt he should take his skin away. Those tears for two heartless men who don't deserve it. No matter what you say, I will never sign those papers. I can't let you go, Jinny. I will die without you. Namjoon pleaded pathetically. This isn't the man he was. The proud prince of a richest family. The wise man with immense kindness. He was everything people call perfect, but right at this moment he is nothing but a loser who lost his love. Then die, Namjoon, because living with you feels worse than death to me. Seokjin's voice was without any feeling or hesitation. Namjoon just kept his gaze on Seokjin for a longer time. Slowly he started going from there. Seokjin didn't say anything, just closed his eyes. The club is looking stunning. The dimmed blue color makes the place soothing. There wasn't any loud blast music. A soft melodic tune is keeping the atmosphere calm. The air reeking of custom-made branded perfume, old wines and cigars which only the privileged can afford. Taehyung walked inside, taking most of the people's attention. The infamous members of the club who wouldn't think twice to unalive anyone. People mostly ignore him. He would come to the bar, sit in his usual place and drink until his consciousness blurred a bit. No business talk, no political influential talk or stock market. Just him and his peaceful alone time. But what widens a few regular customers is Taehyung is here at 1 in the morning. He would always come at 10, have some fine shots and leave. One of the ministers smiled and walked to him with a glass of vintage wine. Taehyung loves it and everyone in the club knows really well about his fondness for this rare wine. Taehyung didn't glance at the man approaching him but started walking away. His path is blocked by the minister who wants Taehyung's help for a matter. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Kim. Milan said with a smile, forwarding his hand to Taehyung. Taehyung also ignores the hand, also the vintage wine. What is the reason to approach me? Taehyung asked without any delay. He didn't care about formalities. He never does. He only asked what the matter was. Formalities asked for time and he would not appreciate the time to go in vain. Mr. Kim seems restless. Why don't we sit and talk? Milan smiled sweetly, as if honey dripped from his tone, which irritated Taehyung more. No. Taehyung left without any further word. Milan stood dumbfounded. Humiliation crept in his chest, but the worst thing is he can't do anything. Taehyung approaches Namjoon, who is too drunk to even up his head. Taehyung sighed and sat beside him. Namjoon groans in annoyance. The irritation flared up as Taehyung held his wrist. Move away, idiot. I am already married. Namjoon groans again. His mind is not cooperating with his body. He wanted to push the person beside him but couldn't even lift his finger. I am not interested in you. Let's go, Taehyung whispers in a ragged tone. Namjoon glanced at him and smiled, knowing the voice. Taehyung, you are here. Come, let's drink, Namjoon said with a giggle while Taehyung knocked him out. He picked Namjoon and left from there with a frown. Taehyung walked inside his room only to witness a pouty baby wrapped in a blanket. He sighs, knowing Jungkook is sad because he left the bed. He didn't approach Jungkook immediately, instead he changed to different clothes. Sanitize himself properly and come near to the bed. You could have told me before going. But you didn't say anything. You know I will wake up if you don't cuddle with me. You are so cruel, hubby. Jungkook rambled with a sniff as if the departure broke something inside him. Taehyung sighed and pulled the blanket away, later laying on the bed. Jungkook pouted more, but nevertheless he hugged his husband. It was important, Taehyung said blankly while Jungkook nuzzled his face in Taehyung's chest. The warmth was so much that Taehyung slept the next moment. Jungkook opens his eyes when he feels the steadiness of Taehyung's body. He slowly pulled the blanket away and detached himself from the mafia. He comes to the bathroom and opens the shower. The heat on his body is too much to reduce by the cold water. You are so hot, hubby. But to my misery I can't touch you nor you are willing to touch me. Jungkook said remembering the naughty stunt he pulled a few minutes ago. Watching Taehyung's upper body he felt himself lost in those fine abs. He slowly holds the awakened member slowly moving his hand leaving a few words from his mouth with an obscene sound. Arg, hubby, you are too hot to handle. Jungkook whimpered the day he witnessed Taehyung's thighs. He clearly remembers the day. The day he first fantasizes himself riding like a fine biker on that honey-tone bike. Remembering the day he found himself more wrecked second by second. The cold water did nothing to his little one which wanted his hubby. And only him can take away the misery. Let me see how much you can resist. Jungkook said while looking at himself in the mirror. The well-known innocence drifted back as if earlier events never happened. Coming out from the washroom he found the discarded shirt of Taehyung's. He smelled the musky scents caressing his cheeks in the fabrics later wore. As the fabrics are touching his body he finds himself lost in his imaginary world. I did everything to get you. I am currently doing it but you are not buying it. What more should I do to gain what I want? Jungkook whispers to himself later come out from the cupboard room only to witness Taehyung sleeping soundly. He came and hugged him tightly. The morning seems too inappropriate for Jungkook. He often feels this way. Why not he feel this way after all his hubby will be away for a long time. Jungkook buried his face against Taehyung's chest, inhaling the familiar scent that always calmed him. I don't like mornings like this. Why do you always have to go? Can't you just stay with me a little more? You don't even care how lonely I feel when you're away. I can't sleep properly, I can't eat properly. I just sulk like an idiot waiting for you. It's not fair, Jungkook said with a pout. He shifted closer, his hair tickling Taehyung's jaw. He shifted a bit closer and rubbed his cheek to Taehyung's cheek. You're really cruel, Hung. Always leaving me behind. I complain and complain but you never listen. What should I do to make you stay, Can't you actually take lessons after hearing my complaint? Now no need to close your eyes and pretend to be asleep. Taehyung opened his eyes, witnessing Jungkook so close to him. Jungkook's breath on his skin is more intimate for him than the actual scene is going on. Jungkook stood up and left from there while swaying his hips. The canteen is looking dull, not usually how it used to be. Jungkook sat there with his friends who were busy asking him questions repeatedly. What happened? Jungkook said none as if thinking about something deeply. Jimin certainly knows everything going on in Jungkook's mind is Taehyung. Taehyung is the only thing running in his mind. Come on Koo baby don't stay like this. You are worrying us also. What happened? Share it with us. Jia said desperately as Jungkook's silence was choking her. Nunas, Hung I want advice from both of you. I want help from three of you. Tell me how to $euro do cent euro someone. Jungkook said while Jimin looked at him with widened eyes. You did all the things but don't know this. Jimin said sarcastically while Amber ignored his comment properly. Help me please. Won't you guys help your Koo baby? Jungkook asked with a pleading voice. His eyes were already filled with tears. He is looking too innocent for this topic. Only in one condition if you book Hobie and Suga's concert ticket for us. You know this is going to be a blast. Two idols are doing a collab concert. Jia said with a smile while Jungkook immediately nodded his head. They all can get the tickets by themselves but free things are more peaceful. Easy. Wear something bold, like leather pants and an open shirt. Show him you're not a baby, you're a man. He will come crawling to you. Jia said and flipped her hair as if she gave the most sensual idea. So Yeon spit out her drink as Jia flipped his hair back. She just shook her head at Jia's antique. A man, don't listen to her nonsense. You'll look like you're auditioning for a rock band. What you need is subtle charm. Cook for him. Food is the true way to a man's heart. Didn't you hear that the road of the heart starts from the stomach? So Yeon said with a proud smirk while Jia slammed her hand on the table dramatically. She glared at So Yeon as if she was murdering her by glare. Food seriously, please. Do you want him to see Cookie as his chef or his lover? Clothes make the statement, like how can you find a person for $euro times obviously with clothes. Jia defends herself with a challenging look while Jungkook looks at both of them with a crunched nose. And when he burns the kitchen trying to cook ramen, what then? At least he won't get arrested for indecent exposure in leather pants. Seriously, he can learn cooking. At least he won't look like a joker. So Yeon said and glared at Ga, visibly showing her disdain for the idea. Yeah, don't insult my idea. Taehyung will faint if Jungkook walks in confidently. Trust me. Gia tried to flip her hair but none was on her shoulder. She hurriedly took a few strands on her shoulder and then flipped them dramatically. He'll faint obviously, from secondhand embarrassment. So Yeon said, rolling her eyes dramatically. So, should I cook shirtless then? Jungkook asked with excitement while three of them looked at him. No, don't do this. Both Gia and So Yeon shouted at the same time, flinching at the little baby who pouted like a child. Both of you are amateurs. Finally Jimin broke the tension. All look at him with curiosity while he stretches his muscles. Listen my love-sick fool brother. Next time he comes home tired, don't whine at him like a child. Don't complain just like you usually do. Just wait for him. Dim the lights, play soft music, wear something that shows just enough, not too much. Don't wear a bikini after I said this. Looks should be innocent, but dangerous at the same time. Make him wonder if you're asking for comfort or if you're the temptation itself. He will melt in the next second. Won't it be too much? I mean how can I? Jungkook asked with a pout as if he didn't cause something bigger than this. That's why it's called seduction, cool baby. You don't tell him what you want, you make him feel it. Jimin the mastermind said this with a smile while Jungkook nodded his head while sipping his specially prepared banana milk. Be ready Kim Taehyung, let me see how you can ignore this hot Jungkook. Jungkook said with determination while his friends cheered but Jimin just scoffed. He is such a shameless elder brother to give this knowledge in his younger brother's mind. Hung, will hubby ever love me? Jungkook asked with a shaky voice while Jimin looked at him with pained eyes. You know Koo, you changed a lot. Your innocence vanished. The craziness inside you is terrifying. Who is the real Jungkook? The one who is a stubborn brat who talks a lot without even any topic. The ball of sunshine whose smile has the power to melt the stone. Or the Jungkook who can do anything morally questionable just to get a man. Who is desperate to get a man's attention? Tell me Kooky, one man, just a man. Is he worth enough to risk everything, even your own self? Jimin asked with a trembling voice. His tears fall on the table without him knowing it. He doesn't like Taehyung, that's one thing, but watching Jungkook ruin himself hurt him the most. He loves his younger brother more than anything. And Jungkook forgot himself, destroyed his personality for one person who is questionable to be worthy of it. He isn't any man, Hung. He is my man. I have not changed. I am still the same Jungkook, but the difference is I love him more than anything, more than anyone. More than myself. Jungkook said and stood up without talking more. He can't argue. He can't defend himself. Because the reason is the same every time, he loves the man more than himself. Warning, visual warning, gore. Taehyung was in the middle of something important. His hands filled with blood. His face is hidden behind the liquid crimson mask. With his messy hair he isn't looking less than a devil. Beside him chopped body parts were scattered recklessly. He was holding a sharp knife in his hand. He is cutting the man who is still alive but barely breathing. Did you like it when you touched those girls who didn't even want your touch? Taehyung asked with his most dangerous tone. His face is looking creepy with blood smeared all over. I am sorry. The man barely whispered before closing his eyes. He is finally dead. The endless torture ended finally. You didn't feel sorry before ruining those innocent people. Now no sorry will work. Taehyung said before slitting the man's head. Blood oozed out, drenching Taehyung's body. His clothes were ruined by the crimson liquid. Taehyung held the sharp knife and stabbed the man's chest brutally, later sliding down without showing a hint of mercy. The man's bare minimum body is now also ruined by the man who is doing his work like a maniac. But before he can complete his favorite work, someone interrupts him. More like a phone call. The bodyguards look at Taehyung with trembling eyes as if he is scared to disturb him in his most peaceful time. But the phone actually belongs to Taehyung. Still, it was his work to put that in silence. King, young master is calling you. The guard said with trembling hands while Taehyung took out a handkerchief. Wipe the blood carefully, later wipe them with wet wipes, cleaning as if touching the phone with a bloody hand will smear blood on his baby husband. After cleaning up he took the phone from his hand and answered. In OTP, Jungkook. Hubby, I am feeling too bored in university. I don't want to attend the rest of the classes. Please send driver uncle. I called him but he said you strictly inform him not to come before classes end. I am not feeling good. I want to meet with you. I am sleepy. Taehyung, I am coming to pick you up. Give me 30 minutes. Taehyung's voice is calm, not too soft but something which is a dream for the guards and members to hear. One of the guards widened his mouth listening to Taehyung's voice. He is completely changed from the one who spoke like a devil a few minutes ago. In his voice there was no trace of the tone which gave them order. This Taehyung is different, even the sudden softness in his pupil declaring it. This Taehyung is Jungkook's hubby. Jungkook, will you come to me, really? But I don't want to go home now. I will be bored again. Jinny is also not at home. What will I do at home? You know Mary Nuna, Han Nuna also don't play hide and seek. They say the baby will be hurt. Say something, you are all quiet. Taehyung, I am coming and I can take you to my office. Just attend one more class. Taehyung cutted the call as he knows Jungkook will whine and say no. Jungkook's stubbornness is too much. But Taehyung tamed him so easily. It's not like Jungkook is willing to make his husband sad or feel frustrated. He always does what Taehyung told him. But loving someone this much to forget your own self, is this worth enough?